Governor Nasser El-Rufai has allocated prime assets belonging to Kaduna State to his wives, children, friends, business, and political associates, according to officials and a list of beneficiaries seen by People's Gazette. Sources in Kaduna told the Gazette the assets were seized from senior civil servants and their families between 2015 and 2016. Barely months after Mr. El-Rufai assumed office, the governor promised to publish a list of individuals and corporate entities that will benefit from the residential assets, but had so far failed to do so. Those who benefited from the questionable allotments in Kaduna's elegant GRA include Mr. El-Rufai's first wife, Adiza Isma El-Rufai, second wife, Aisha Ahmed El-Rufai, and third wife, Aisha Garba El-Rufai. His sons Bashir El-Rufai also benefited, according to the list, as well as Abubakar Sadiq, presumably the governor's 8-year-old son. Kadaria Ahmed, a pro-government public relations consultant, and Asia Ahmed El-Rufai's sister, was also allotted a prime spot in the neighborhood, the document said. Other beneficiaries include Aviation Minister Adi Sirika, Water Resources Minister Suleiman Adamu, Senator Danjuma Goje, and former PDP Chairman Adamu Muhazu. Private companies run by Mr. El-Rufai's aides Peter Akagu Jones and Altin Jibrin, including Broadbrooks Limited and Ajibal Ventures, respectively, were also allocated assets inside the GRA. He brazenly allocated the houses and lands at GRA to his family members and friends, an official said while confirming the genuineness of a list of beneficiaries sent to the Gazette by email. El-Rufai has established himself as unprincipled and evil, but the eviction of poor civil servants in favor of the elite stands out among his despicable acts. The Gazette allowed the official anonymity because the confirmation and background information he provided about the distribution of state assets could earn him harsh consequences from Mr. El-Rufai and other administration officials. Kadaria Ahmed did not answer a request seeking comments about the controversial assets she secured from Kaduna. Mr. Gonje, Adamu, and Muhazu did not answer calls and messages seeking comments. A spokesman for Mr. El-Rufai did not return a request for comment. While seizing the residence, Mr. El-Rufai argued that certain assets cannot be occupied by civil servants below level 16, defying a civil service regulation that said civil servants from level 8 and above are entitled to such accommodations. Labor unions condemned Mr. El-Rufai's action at the time and warned of serious consequences should it be allowed that to stand, but the governor called their bluff. Well, Governor El-Rufai has said they are bluffing that, while with NSC, talked about his appointment to his family. As you can see, that Governor El-Rufai is a tyrant. Governor El-Rufai does not want the best for the people of Kaduna. Instead, his family members are the ones gaining from the dividend and revenue of the state house, which is the Kaduna. And why is that? Governor El-Rufai is just a tyrant. So many people never like El-Rufai. Somebody saying when it comes to election, or if he wants to vie for any post, his family should rather go out and mobilize and campaign, since all the offices and the key positions or benefit from Kaduna State has been given to his wives and children. Well, it was not immediately clear whether or not the beneficiaries paid to obtain the assets, or how much each person paid to state coffers in charges and taxes, but the action evoked the widespread controversies he courted during his days as Abuja minister in the 2000s. When Mr. El-Rufai served as Abuja minister between 2003 and 2007, he faced relentless allegations of seizing lands and structures from everyday Nigerians and reallocating them to his family members, political elites, and cronies. In 2012, he admitted allocating public lands to his family members, but downplayed its insensitive. El-Rufai is a tyrant. Like I said, why we start allocating to his family, where his family where the family where the one campaigning for him when he wants to vie for that position. Where was his family during that time of campaign before he got up to that position? Now he's now giving the family all the entitlements that needed to be, that people deserved, either from the Kaduna environs or from when he was the minister in Abuja. Well, El-Rufai is the governor of Kaduna State, and he has been committing so many atrocities. We learned that last week he sacked over 7,000 nurses, adding to the 20,000 workers, civil servants that were, in Kaduna State. Before the NLC, Ayuba Waba, which is the president, came out for protest that what Governor El-Rufai did is injustice, that he never allowed justice to prevail. Before you can sack somebody, it takes processes, and it has been learned that even the NLC president, Nigerian Labour Congress president, El-Rufai declared him also wanted because of the protests on ground. And meanwhile, during the protest, El-Rufai broke the constitution by sending hoodlums to disrupt the peaceful protest, while the security agents were there, the police were there, the soldiers were there. Don't you see that this governor is a tyrant, and he does not have sympathy or empathy for the people of Kaduna? And his own state, which is the Kaduna State, has been a terror land, whereby when the students of Greenfield were released, of forestry rather, were released, he said he does not have time for negotiation. He now proclaimed that even if his child or children were adopted by the bandits or kidnappers, he does not have any ransom to pay. The child, either they rather release the child or they kill the child, that he does not have any ransom to pay. That means the child may be killed or make heaven or whichever where they want to place the child. Can you see that Governor El-Rufai does not mean well for the typical Nigerians, let alone his children? And meanwhile, Governor El-Rufai is vying for the position to become the president come 2023. Do you think people will vote for him? Do you think he will become the president in come 2023? What do you think about El-Rufai as action? Well, I would like you to punch the comment section and lay your comment. Thank you for listening.